Have you ever wanted to deep dive and understand what exactly Amazon is charging you, what all the fees means, and what is your net profit that you will receive on Amazon? Well, you can do just that with the Amazon Payment Transaction Report. It gives you a line-by-line breakdown of all the orders, refunds, FBA fees, and storage fees. So if you're looking for a quick and efficient way to get a good grasp of your earning expenses, stay tuned. I'm Rick Wong, an Amazon seller and founder of SellerMetrics, an Amazon marketing agency. And if you are interested in content such as this one, where we talk about the latest Amazon FBA news, tips, and hacks, I invite you to subscribe. Okay, so I think there's a lot of software out there that can do the decent job of like doing a P&L, but sometimes I do like to look at the payment transaction report. I'll get to that in a sec. The payment transaction report gives you a line-by-line breakdown of the charges, so there won't be any surprises. They give you a good pulse as to like what Amazon's charging you. And it's also very easy to do, very easy data to pull. You pull this like once a month, and basically it acts more or less of my monthly sanity check on my profits, right? Because I just really want to know that what's actually going to be like hitting my bank account, not just on a high level P&L, right? So to get this report, so all you have to do is just go to on your Seller Central, go to reports, payments, and then under payments you're going to go to report repository. So that's like a new screen on Seller Central right here, and basically it replaces the transaction and also the date range report. And then you're going to click on that. You're going to select unify report transaction, and then you're going to click on, so normally what I like to do is like look at like a monthly set of data, and then I'm going to use like previous full month, that would be June 2023, request a report. And once the report is requested, you're just going to wait up to 5 minutes or so, depending how large your transaction set is. So once you download the CSV, the report more or less looks like this. And you could see all the transactions, all the orders, and all the refunds. And let's just take a look in a little bit more detail of the data that we actually see on this report. The key column that you need to keep in mind is the type column. So there are multiple types, right? The key type you need to be aware of is the order type. So order type, basically anyone that makes an order, and you can see on each columns, right? This is like the actual gross product sales, and then you gradually net it out of your like different fees. For example, FBA fees, your marketplace selling fees. So I think this one net each other out, because this is like what Amazon would charge the customer, and then it's going to net out by how much Amazon will take away for the tax charge on customer. So the selling fees, FBA fees, and then you get your net amount right here after all the costs. And then you can see like the refunds as well. So the refunds, basically it's the other way around. It's like a negative transaction on the refund. The other types that is of note would be this one right here, FBA inventory fee. So what's FBA inventory fee? So that includes removal cost and inventory storage cost, and also inbound shipping costs as well, right? So let's just say you create like a inbound shipping label, and also long-term storage fees, right? So if you have any long-term storage fees, it's all bunched into the FBA inventory fee type. And another important one is the service type. So service type is like the coupons, redemptions, the AWD storage fees, subscription costs for selling on Amazon. And also, if you are paying your Amazon advertising with your seller balance, then it will show up here. Otherwise, if you use your credit card for your Amazon advertising, then it will not show up there. So in this case, I am using my credit card, therefore it's not showing up under the service fee in this transaction report right here. Lastly, just going to be the adjustment. The adjustment is basically any adjustments on the Amazon side, whether they lost or accidentally destroyed your inventory, you get like a refund back, like a credit back. So you can see like the adjustments, it's like a credit to what you're getting. So for adjustment, basically more or less, you could just add it back to your P&L. So knowing all of this, you could actually create like a very, very quick P&L of what is like the net profit that you will get on, let's just say, the data that I just pulled June, right? So you see like I download the data here. So I create like a template, a quick P&L template for this transaction report. So if you're actually interested in this template, I'm gonna link it in the link below. So if you want to follow along the spreadsheet. So what you're gonna do more or less is that you're gonna create a very simple P&L with a very simple formula of sum if formula. So basically you're gonna sum if all this transaction types right here, and then you're gonna sum up the last column, the total here, right? Sum it all up, And then more or less, you'll have your net amount after all the costs. But you do have to add your Amazon advertising costs if you have not. And you also need to add your cost of goods sold. So this one right here, I personally would estimate it using like a percentage. So for me, a semi-accurate COGS percentage compared to like the overall sales is like around 30%. So my COGS for my product is like 30% of my overall sales. So I put that as an estimate. So if you have, let's just say your COGS like 40% or like, 25%, you could like change this particular variable right here. So for me, it would be like a 30% estimate. Okay, so you're gonna grab this data, you're gonna copy from row 8, and then you're gonna copy down the data. So there's actually quite a bit, 10,000. So after you copy it, you're gonna go to like the data tab, and then just paste it. There we go. So we pasted the data into our template right here. And it's just a very simple sum if formula for all the transaction types that we have here. For this particular cell right here, this is actually grabbed from your Amazon advertising console. Basically, you're just gonna go to your Amazon advertising console, plunk in the similar period that you download a report, and then just like find like the overall spend amount, and you just gotta plunk it here. For the cost of goods sold, so basically it's just a formula right here, 30% times the sum of the orders for this row right here. When I do the percentage of the COGS, it's based on like the total gross product sales, not the net product sales. So column O would be the gross product sales, and the total would be the net product sales, which would be this amount right here. So that lies the difference. So this two will need to grab the data for these two, more or less will need to be grabbed or estimated from outside of the payment transaction report. So you can see like once I sum up all this, so remember you need to put a negative sign for the COGS and Amazon the advertising spend. These are the major spend on Amazon, so make sure like these are negative or else it's going to come out really inaccurate. So you see I sum it all out is $15,000 approximately in terms of profit based on my estimate of COGS of around like 65K. Amazon advertising spend around like 37K, and then you see like all these miscellaneous costs that I was able to add up from the Amazon payment transaction data that I've just pulled. And this is like very different from a P&L report that you see from software because you could see like that there's like a deal fee amount and also the inventory fee amount as well. So this gives you an idea of like the marginal expenses that you could potentially look into and maybe like reducing. As I mentioned with the adjustment, it's basically it's maybe a refund for your inventory FBA reimbursement. Deal fee is basically if you create like a deal, the deals would appear over here under deals. So that would be any like prime deals, lightning deals and stuff like that. So if you actually run these deals, would cost money, and that would incur over here. Inventory, FBA inventory fees, as I mentioned, storage costs and removals. Fee adjustments, so if there's any like fee adjustments, for example, they overcharge you on the size on Amazon FBA, they would do like a fee adjustment on here. Liquidations, if you actually do any liquidations on any of your products, you also get like an amount here. Service fee, as I mentioned, so service fee would include if you are using your seller balance for Amazon advertising, it would include Amazon advertising, subscriptions, and also your coupon redemptions. So those are the breakdown of like the types on your Amazon payment transaction report. So yeah, just by doing this quick sum if on this transactional report, I can more or less come up with my profit number very quickly. If you want to go a level further, you could actually attach an exact cost of goods sold under the orders and refund transaction that you could see here. So you can see like these refund and transaction have a specific SKU, and if you could attach like the specific cost of goods sold for these and then sum if that number, you could actually get like a more accurate cost of goods sold versus I just did like a percentage here. So if you want to make it a lot more accurate, you can do so and change up this template right here. But for me, I more or less know like the percentage in terms of COGS, and so it's a quick and easy way for me to create this P&L right here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I believe that this is very helpful as a way to do a quick profit sanity check. You know what they say, sales are vanity and profits are sanity. Lastly, if you're an Amazon seller and want to grow your business, schedule a discovery call with me in the link below. We are an Amazon marketing agency that helps our clients grow their business profitably. Until the next video drop, happy selling.